my brand, Financial Jennifer, even my organization, FinTribe, we are big on women. In a country like ours, you see that women most times are at this disadvantage, particularly when it comes to finances. Women, we actually want to do this thing, but most times what we lack is the information. We take financial education very important because I feel like it's a knowledge gap we need to close. When you know better, you do better. Like there are some barriers that, misconstruction, if you call it that women have internalized themselves, that I don't have to be that aggressive when it comes to money. And there is something I always say all the time. I will tell you today and tomorrow, I like money. Financial Jennifer, I like money. Everybody, regardless of gender, I repeat, needs their own source of income.
Hello and welcome to another episode. It is the MTN Career Series and I'm very much excited. You know I'm always excited, but today I'm more excited because we're talking about money. Now, in an era where women's financial power has become very important, it's just beautiful that we get to speak to a woman that is very big on finance. She's so passionate when it comes to women empowerment, and that's why we'll be speaking to her right here on the show. She has a very peculiar name, which I love. They call her Financial Jennifer, and she's my guest right here. We're going to be digging through the financial independence of women. First of all, welcome. How are you doing?
Hi, Ria. I don't know if I've received such excited introduction before. Thank you so much. Yeah, when I got the invite, I'm like, why not? If it's MTN, I'm in, definitely. So nice to meet you. And you look amazing.
You look good as well. Thank you so much for coming. But if there's anything that, I want to start a conversation with is, we all know that it's time for women to get their economic power. Mm-hmm. And to see that a woman, a strong woman as you are like in the forefront. You are someone that you eat, you sleep finance, and you're very big on women's financial independence. I want to know, was that always it for you? Or at what point did you know that you really wanted to put a lot of concentration on this?
Okay, so yeah, my brand, Financial Jennifer, even my organization, FinTribe, we are big on women, right? Because in a country like ours, you see that women most times are at this disadvantage, particularly when it comes to finances. And that's tiring because finances are the center of what we do, regardless of the gender, men and women. So why the men are being intentional with these things? You realize that women tend to lay back, right, when it comes to the topic of money. So I've always been about women. When they ask about women, I'll be like, men will be fine, men have money. Yeah. So my focus is strictly on women. And I've seen that when it is just us girls, they are more likely to open up, right? So yeah, for me, it has always been women. That's my passion. And I'm really glad that so far the result has been really amazing.
Okay. Yeah. And we also know that last year we had more women from FinTribe, over $1 million. Am I correct?
Definitely.
How were you able to put, before we even go to FinTribe and talk about the challenges, starting it and all of that, but when I saw that, that's like a big milestone. I'm like, that's a lot of money. Yeah. Girl power. Women, we run the world.
Well, right now it's actually more than $2 million. Like we are heading to $3 million, and that's like just in a year plus. So when they say women are not good with money, I beg to differ, right? What I've realized working in investment banking, a core finance industry, and my work at FinTribe is that women, we actually want to do this thing, but most times what we lack is the information, right? But when you call forth for them, when they see the opportunity, we tend to take it. I just like, okay, let's do a class. Some DMs I get, some questions I get. I'm like, okay, let's just do a free class on stock investing in the Nigerian market. I'm a chartered stockbroker, right? Yeah. So it's very important to me because I have seen that in the market, women participation is minimal, but that is changing. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let's have a class on stock investing, a free class. Ria, in less than 24 hours, more than 10,000 women signed up. I'm like, oh, okay. And they say women they're not good with money. Yeah. We just want to talk about relationship, fashion. Hello. I just see financial women. So yeah, women, they actually want to do this thing, but it's the knowledge gap. There's a knowledge gap. And that is something I'm very passionate about, financial literacy, financial education. I realize that when they see this opportunity, they take it. So anybody that says women are not good with money, tell them that Jennifer said they are liars. It's a lie.
Tell them that Financial Jennifer, make sure you add the financial. Since we're still speaking about women and money, I want to go a little bit personal because I want to say a misconception, but there's something that they say that when a woman is financially independent, first of all, it's either if she's in a marriage, it might not work, or once again, she might not see a partner. People have made us believe that when a woman is financially independent, there's a problem. And I like the fact that you're jiggling to that. I want you to clear that misconception before we even go in.
there's something I said before, that financial independence is something everyone should strive for, right? Gender aside. So money knows no gender. The same bills you have to pay is the same bill, like the same bills that is waiting for a man is waiting for a woman. And for women, it's even more for us because, okay, there is this report that says women tend to invest up to 90% of their income back in their families, communities, and all. That's a whole lot. At the end of the day, they don't even have more for themselves. They don't have anything for themselves. So yeah, when it comes to money, it knows no gender. Everybody should. But you know the sad part, even women tend to buy into that ideology that we don't, do I really need money like that? I'm going to get a rich husband.
That's what I was gonna come to,
exactly. So these are some mindset we are working to like dismantle, right? There is the traditional cultural barriers, but even there are internalized, there are some barriers that, you know, misconstruction, if you call it that women have internalized themselves, that I don't have to be that aggressive when it comes to money. And there is something I always say all the time. I will tell you today and tomorrow, I like money. Financial Jennifer, I like money. But you know what? A lot of women shy away from that. They don't want to say, they will not say you are materialistic. Let them say, I am. Do you understand? So these are things we feel like it's nothing, but it's something. It starts from your mindset. If you believe that, how much, if, okay, let's take for job interviews now. When it comes to salary expectation, you see men going for higher numbers. There was this role I was interviewing. I'm a chartered accountant. Yeah. So sometimes companies call me to interview for them. So we had 3 men and 1 woman. And let's start from there. Why do we have just 1 woman applying for the job, right? So when it is, they have similar qualifications and everything. When it's time for the woman to ask, okay, what's your salary expectation? She called a figure. And that's like the least out of all the candidates. But do you know what came next after she said that figure? Madam, is it too much? I'm like, ow! Do you understand? In my head, I'm already thinking, no, sister, don't do this. And she's asking me, please, do you think it's too much? So that's got me. So women, we feel like, there is a certain level we shouldn't pass. You know, one day, I think, was it Chimamanda that said that we expect women to succeed, but not a particular level. And women, that's why you see them, they don't want to do too much. So they don't end their men. These are some mindsets we need to break. Regardless of your gender, everybody should strive for financial independence.
And I like the fact that we're having this conversation, still dwelling on it, before we go further. They will also take you biblical. I don't know if you've heard that. They'll say, but a man is the provider.
Oh.
If you have like some serious conversation, like, a man is the provider. I'm a baby girl. The woman doesn't have to do too much. But then again, there was a story that happened in Ghana, and, she was married to the man. Later on, the man left, and she had nothing.
Ooh.
And she basically had because he was doing everything. So in cases like this, how are we trying to tell women that you need to have your own vex money, like they call it? You need to
vex money.
You need to have your
Definitely. Let me even tell you a story. So there was a day I booked a ride. I have a speaking engagement somewhere on the island. So I booked a ride. I got and it was a woman. I'm like, okay. I entered the car. When she saw me, she shouted, Jennifer, she hugged me. In my head, I'm like, okay, what's going on? So as we drove along, she started telling me her story. Apparently, she's a FinTribe woman. FinTribe is my organization, right? So I think that was 3 years ago, she lost her husband. And this man was the breadwinner. So now, this man, she was left with 4 kids, no stable job, no external help, because I think there is some family issues. So she's basically on her own. And it was at that point she starts, because it was, I think he died in an accident. So it was not expected. So now you see a jobless woman. You have 4 kids to attend to in this economy. Even 2 household, what they call it, 2-person household are suffering. Yeah. Now you are left. She said that, in fact, how she started driving, she doesn't know. But that is what she does now, right? So those responsibilities are still waiting for her. But she felt, when the husband is there providing, okay, let's just stay home, take care of the family. That's why sometimes I have this kind of reservation about women or people generally not having a source of income for their own. Exactly. So even if you are not working, you agree with your partner, you are staying home, right? You should have something making you money beyond the allowance you are getting. Because what if tomorrow that allowance ends? What's it going to be, right? But thankfully, for the woman I was telling you about, I think it was now her sister introduced her to FinTribe. She started saving with us, meeting other women and all of that. So yeah, when they said the provider, let's not even go to that place, because people go to the Bible, they pick out the aspect that fits them. They forget the other ones, or they forget what's that woman? The proverb, is it 4:39 woman that is hustling, doing this? Oh, they don't see that one. No, even when they want to use her case, they will twist it to be the woman that is a sufferhead. You will go to work, you will work, you will come back, you will cook. Oh my God! So let's not even go to the Bible aspect. But the cocoa is that everybody, regardless of gender, I repeat, needs their own source of income.
But let's talk about FinTribe, because this is where
Oh.
we have these women doing amazing things. We have this women saving. FinTribe has brought out women that are now financially stable. And we can boast of that as well. For you, how was it like starting FinTribe? What were the fears? Because I already know that you were already a passionate person about women and finance before you even, started the organization. So what were some of the challenges, the fears, before you started?
Okay, so first of all, how did the FinTribe even start? That's sometimes when things unfold, you just relax and be like, okay. So yeah, that was about 3-4 years ago, right? So I feel like these women, we've had everything we need to hear. It's just that extra step to actually do these things. So what I did, because I myself, I was also struggling. I'm just an accountant, but I was doing nonsense with my own money. So I called a few of my friends. You know what's going to happen, ladies? We would come together. We'll hold each other accountable. Every single month we are going to save our money. Then we are like about 13 or 17. I keep forgetting the exact number. We did it that year, and at the end of the year, everybody was excited. Wait, I saved this much. The upper year, they now went and called their friends, their relatives. I think the next year we are like 300 and something women now. Okay, we did that. It was beautiful. I think that year we saved about 200 in millions. I had 200 million or something. That was a good one. When they do this, there is this power that comes from, oh my God, I could do this. The excitement, and that's the thing with women. They want to spread the word. Yeah. So they went ahead, they invited their friends. The upper year, we had like 800, and last year we had like 5,000 something. And right now we're almost 10,000, right? So what was the difference is that aside from just talking, we created this enabling environment for them to like, okay, we have this simplified platform. You can just log in, drop your savings, and move on. And beyond that, there is this accountability. We are like each other's cheerleaders. Every month, back to back, Jennifer is sending you an email. Have you sent this year? We keep flowing up on them with all of this. And in this year, I think in the first 6 months, we already done like $1.1 million in savings alone. And these are women that before now, they can't even, yet they couldn't save anything, right? And that always brings me off to something. Over years, over time, we keep talking about women empowerment. We talk and talk. We go for events, conferences, women empowerment. At the end of the day, everybody goes home. I think we should go beyond just talking about these things, right? Exactly. We should go beyond talking about when it comes to career. Oh, women should be, the gender gap is this one. We just talk, but nobody's doing anything about them. Yeah. So one thing FinTribe did so well was, aside from just talking, of course, we promote financial education. We hold classes for our women, but we also created that environment. Oh yeah, you know that you must save. You must do it. And we have things in place to see that, okay, the way you can just open any fintech platforms, if you not say, will they beat you? You can have 10 apps on your phone, but you're not using it. But so far you are in FinTribe, you must. If not, you'll be seeing Jennifer in your dream. So it is always like that for us. Yeah, that's something that have really helped us and helped our women.
Yeah, and it's just beautiful that you've said it here, is the action. Because we see a lot of talking. Like, I've attended a lot of seminars that you talk, you eat your work, and then it ends there. But what happens after that? And I also feel like, because of the fact that the society is not really favorable to women, if we want to be truthful. So it's just beautiful to see that you have to take the action. It doesn't only end with the talking. But still not favorable to women. Let's talk about the challenges when you started this. I know it was beautiful, but it could not be all rosy. It's not possible, So what are some of the challenges that you experienced?
I remember, number one is that it is the mindset part, which I mentioned before, right? You invite these people, they know that they can do this, but there is not that much of motivation. Why should I bother? I have my partner, he can do this for me, he can, right? So even getting them to know that, sis, you need your own money is something. And again, there's always that trust issue. Because in the past, I'm big on investing. Like, I'm an investment banker. I'm big on investing. You're talking to people about investing, but they've had one bad experience in the past about investment. So it's always hard trying to convince these people that, no, what we are doing, but I've dropped my own breakfast out of investments, right? But you realize that what we are doing all this while, we are like more of Ponzi schemes, but we didn't know. So knowing better, we are able to do better. So starting from working on their mindset, like, I need my own money, I have to save, and I can't save. And there is something I noticed with women. Most people, when they join FinTribe, they could just start with, let me just save maybe 10,000, 15,000. there is that women like playing small. Like some women, I would say some women like to play small. Or they do this at the end of the day, like, oh my God, I actually did this, actually worked. And then they are next year they go all out, right? So yeah, getting them to change their mindset is one challenge. And then the trust issue in the financial space is also another challenge. And then there are other issues of running businesses, having the right team, the tech people, everybody's giving you headache and all of that. But regardless, most time I'm even finding it hard to articulate these challenges because when the benefits or when the results are rolling in, like you tend to forget the hard days, right? But all in all, I'm really glad that you're able to jump some of the hurdles. And though it wasn't that our women made it easier, right? Nigerian women, they're very ambitious people. So they made it a bit easier for us. And I know that what when it comes to money is accountability. So we've said that it's going to be an issue. So we made accountability a big part of us. So if you're in a FinTribe, it's like a community. You're not just saving money for saving. It's like a sisterhood. So those things that would be been an issue with them, we try to like gauge it ahead of time and put measures before it, or put measures to take care of them.
But you know, being someone that is very, very, pushy on women saving and all of that, what would you say is the most important, gratification for a woman to have her own money?
Okay. I like that. They would always, I think it's choice. Yeah, I think it's choice. Because as humans, most times you find people, there are some situations you would be in. There are some, let me call it bullshit you would take. Not because you enjoy it, but you don't have options. So there is this popular thing that women will always say. Maybe when it comes to in marriages or something. That's like the popular example I could think of right now. Maybe a woman is going through a lot that she shouldn't on a normal day. And when you talk to her that, shouldn't you run for your life? Is it until when you die? You know what the most popular response is? Where will I go?
Where will I start from?
Do you understand? What will the children eat? So now imagine a different person that she's capable, right? Even the partner, the way you approach the woman that is capable on her own it's not the same way for a woman you feed. Money stops nonsense, and it's true, right? So I think it's that choice, the ability to say yes to a man because you want to, and not because of stomach infrastructure. So these things, for me, the biggest gratification should be that choice. Knowing that I am able to make decisions for myself that favor me, decisions, that freedom, is linked to freedom of choice. For me, that is one of the most important things. Aside from money being something that makes life easier for you, at the core of it, I think is that freedom of choice for me.
And I think I stand for freedom of choice as well, because sometimes people are in very bad relationships, but they cannot leave. And if you ask,
where do you want to go?
Is it because he's fending for me, he's giving me money for this, he's giving money for that? But in as much as I know that FinTribe is doing a good job, you're doing a good job, there are still some people out there that don't even still understand the importance, or have not even heard that women need to claim their financial independence. How would you seek to those people? Now we have a few people, like we have a lot of people on your side that have learned about it, they know about it, they want to get involved. But what about the other half? What are you doing to try to bring them, to know more about financial independence?
Okay, so we have a couple of things we do in FinTribe. Last 2 months, we were at OAU University because we believe in, let's catch them young. Okay. Imagine you and I, if what we know today, we knew it back then. By now we'd be unstoppable. I will have built 5 houses. You're already a big deal, right? But imagine, raise power 5. Yeah. So we took the financial education to OAU. We had, I think we reached up to 1,000 of them, and it was beautiful. The feedback have been amazing. So now there's still some of them are sending messages. I started this business. Now I bought a share in this company, and it was beautiful. It's beautiful to see, because imagine they're starting now. By the time they leave school or something, they would be way up there, right? And then again, we have this event, our signature event, the finance fair. Definitely. Oh my God! And
congratulations, you just had one fantastic one last year. That was beautiful.
Oh, we just did one 2 weeks
ago.
You did
one again?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
We had more than 7,000 women sign up for that event. Wow. You know why the event is there? The idea of the whole event. You know something I said about talk, no action. So when we realized that women, we've had it all. Yeah. They just need that extra push. Now, what's the idea of the finance fair? The finance fair is this. It's like the name implies, is a fair on the spot, you have all of these service providers. I should invite MTN to next year's edition.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll
So
be
you
there.
have all of these financial providers. There is the asset management, there is a stockbroker, there is insurance, different platforms. So you're a woman, you are here. Of course, we do have a few panel sections. We try to limit the talking, but yeah, there is still the panel section where you are empowered, where you learn. Now, beyond the just learning, you could walk up to any of these platforms. You could walk up to any of these companies on the site. Please, I want to start investing in stock. They're on the spot, they're telling you, oh, yeah, fill this form, do like this, do like that. And as Nigerians, we have trust issue. Some people, when they tell you all these online things, don't worry, just come to the event. You will see these people at the spot, right? So yeah, one thing we try to do to reach more women is through the event. And it has been, I think right now, I can boldly say that the FinTech Finance Fair is the biggest finance fair for women in the whole world.
Oh, yes,
really, the numbers have been impressive. Last year we had more than 5,000 women. This year we have more than 7,000. In fact, the problem we have now is getting a bigger venue for next year. But I see it as a good problem, right? So yeah, we take financial education very important, because I feel like it's that knowledge gap we need to close. When you know better, you do better. With the one we took to schools, we catch the students. The one we do at the finance fair, and then social media, we leverage social media a lot to talk about these things.
Talking about career choices, first of all, how can women start making money to save? Because if you don't have money, it's not your life. It will save your life.
And even this one, you said career choices.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to career and earning, because your work, where you work, your income, your salary is a big bulk of your income, of the money you make. So women should be more daring about their career. So there is a research that said people that jump jobs, is it 2-3 times or 2-3 years, they tend to earn more money than people that stay on the same job. And if you look at it practically, that's true. Now compare that to someone that is changing jobs. Today you are in this company, maybe you are just an admin assistant or something, and tomorrow you move to a different job. It's going to be a higher role, and with higher role comes better pay. But you realize what happens? Women, when we find an organization that we are comfortable with, we'll die there. Do you get? Like, we'll be.
Some people, women, I think that we just have a lot of loyalty.
Exactly. Well, it's a beautiful thing. Companies like that, but sadly, it's not being rewarded. Right? You are loyal to this organization, you spend years there. You know what would happen? Sometimes when there is promotion, they jump you for your male counterparts. But men, 2 years, 3 years, they see another opportunity, they are going right away. And
I love the way our male people here are like changing their faces. Like, what did she say?
Am I lying? So men always take these opportunities. I'm hoping that more women, yes, it's good to be loyal to your employer, but even for self-development, you aim higher, right? If you see better opportunities elsewhere, move there. And that's how they keep building their portfolio. Tomorrow there is opportunity maybe for a director or on a board. It is the person that has the experience they go for. And guess what? Men sometimes have this experience. They've been here, they've been there, they get these roles. But women, we are being loyal.
Loyalty doesn't pay. Financial Jennifer said it.
So yeah, that's one way. We should be more intentional when it comes to our career and even career development. Sometimes
career choices as well.
Yeah, even the ones women like playing it safe. We want the corner office so that it doesn't interfere with our family, which is a valid reason. But I'm really hoping that employers on their own part should help to remove some of this stigma that comes with, creating the enabling environment for women. Women should not feel guilty that, I'm going to maternity leave and they will let me just take 2 months instead of 3 before they will, they should make these things more comfortable for women, because they have to. It's something we have to do. Imagine if roles were if we switch role with men, but that's not the discussion. So one way, be intentional with your career, is going to be a bulk of your income. And then we should be open to exploring further. Right? I know something. How else can I make money from this thing? Can I offer it as a consulting, or can I even start a side business from it while still doing my job? Right? So every career person, I think, is something we should. You don't have to just go maybe start a business, a buying and selling business for you to diversify your income as a career person. You could consider freelancing. Still in that your field, you could consider freelancing to other people, small business owners, to make more money. Right? And then another thing I could think of when it comes to increasing our income, I already mentioned the self-development, because the more you know, the more you earn, right? And then investing. We can't end this without me talking about investment, because investment is a way you send your money to work. I think more men invest. Most of my clients that we actually have more women now, but I'm hoping that more women will explore investing as an opportunity to build wealth, to make more money. So even as a career person, that your income, make sure that when you finally are able to exit, you have something to live on. It pains me so much when you see people after years of working, there's nothing to show for it. It's so sad, right? So this is not even gender, men and women. Everybody should embrace investments. No, you can start somewhere. There are small investments. You can do 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. You can buy FJ savings bond. You can invest in shares. We mentioned MTN primary offer. Back then it was 169 naira. Who doesn't have 169 naira, right? So we should be open to investing our money, because that is how your money makes money for you, through investing, and it's also additional source of income.
I just love this conversation because I'm very keen on having your economic power.
You like money? I can see
I know what it means, because actually before I left Ghana to Nigeria, I was in a certain relationship that I could not leave because of what if I left that relationship, I didn't
please
have
talk
money,
to them.
I didn't have money.
Thank you.
So and I shared this story everywhere, and me living there was telling myself that I was going to get my economic power, and I came here and look
at you today, doing amazing.
Calling me back, but I'm saying it's all over. We have gone further. So it's just beautiful that you are strong in this, and we definitely love what you're doing. But it's time for games. Are you ready to play games?
Are they going to share money at the end of the games?
There we go. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we still have Financial Jennifer right here with me. I like to call her FJ. We'll be right
okay.
Back.
Not bad.
Welcome back. It's still MTN Career Series, and I've been having a beautiful conversation with Financial Jennifer, aka FJ. And if there's anything I've learned today, is how to let your money work for you, which is very, very fantastic. But now we're about to play games. We're about to go on the lights note and play games. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Okay, I like what she says, bring it on.
That's why there's a money game inside there somewhere.
So
that's
we're
why
going to do the mobile money cards right now. I'm going to give you hints, and then you put it together and tell me whether it's a brand or a person whatsoever. So we have from number 1 to 72. You can take your first pick.
Does it involve names?
Everything. Just pick your number. Let me give you
Okay,
the
20.
Number 20. Okay. Don't try to steal glasses.
Okay, let me face my camera.
This Nigerian media mogul co-founded one of Africa's most successful music channels. He was recently appointed a government position as a director general. Who is this person?
You have to tell me, because I'm trying to. How many people channels? Is it channel, TV channel or something?
No. So he's a media mogul, and he co-founded one of Africa's most successful music channels.
Music channels. Now I'm thinking, who do I know? You see, I don't expand my tentacles. If it's not finance, Jennifer, step outside.
So it's Obi Asika and it's Storm Records.
Oh really? Yeah. I think I've heard the name, but thank you. I've learned something new. Thank you so much, teacher.
Okay, so let's do another number.
Number 1.
Oh, number 1. Okay. So this should be very simple. He founded the most valuable company in Africa, known for its influence in cement and sugar.
Finally. Because I invested in Dangote cement.
Okay.
So I invested in that stock.
Okay. So the last number.
Number 2.
This entrepreneur revolutionized the smartphone industry and built one of the most successful tech companies in the world.
Oh, is that Apple? Steve Jobs?
You're not bad.
I invest in Apple shares, so I know.
I thought you wanted to say I buy a lot of iPhones. You see yourself. You see yourself. All right, we're not done yet. We still have our pictorial games. Are you ready for pictorial games?
Okay, bring it on.
Okay, so these are the pictures. We put them together, and then we say, what it is, or what brand it is, or whatever.
I shall see money.
Okay, so we have money, we have shaking of hands, and we have a paper. So what's that?
Money. Is it MTN? Yeah, the money, the people interaction, money, shaking of hands. Is it a bank? What's that one?
This is like a paper, a sheet.
Is it check?
So money, handshake plus paper.
Sign a deal. Investor. Wait.
Yes, now an investor will give you money. You'll shake your hands like, well done for the deal, and then they sign.
If I sign up on my fintech platform, who am I shaking? Don't mind me, but I think that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so this one, we have a chef's hat, we have a spoon, and we have a pot.
That's cooking or a chef or restaurant or...
It's a chef. Just
okay.
Yeah. So the last one, we have Amazon, we have the logo, and we have Global.
That's delivery. Is it delivery service? DHL sort of thing?
So we have Amazon, we have this, and we have...
So if I shop on
we have Amazon, we have the logo, and then we have Global. So, you know, who is known for this? Who's the person?
Amazon now.
So who is the person?
Oh, Jeff Bezos. Oh, nice. I buy Amazon shares a lot. So
amazing.
If it has to do with investments, you can't mean.
They count you in. And I like the fact that she mentioned Apple shares. See, Apple shares.
You know what? Whenever Apple releases any of their new design, I get excited. Hello.
Yeah.
People feel like, is it because are you going to buy the iPhone? Buy waiting. The share price will appreciate. So the more people are buying, thank you so much for investing. I'll be buying Apple phones. I'll be buying iPhones.
No,
because we investors somehow our this will appreciate. But that's actually a beautiful way to look at it. I use an iPhone. Should I at least have a tiny stake, even if it's just $1 worth? And that, you know, you can buy $1 worth of even if it's just $1 worth, $5 worth is something. Really so I hope that you begin to think that way. I use this. If it's a great company, let me get a tiny stake in that company.
Yeah, and I think I need to do that as well. You've just given me something
financially.
Yes.
I see you.
FR, there you go.
I like that.
But we're gonna go on a quick break, and when we come back, we still have more games for FJ. Don't go anywhere. This is MTN Career Series. Welcome back. Now, she's been getting a lot correct, but it's time for us to do the acronyms in 30. So I'm going to call the acronyms, but this is like for business. So are you ready?
Is there a helpline I can call?
Is that what?
Is there a helpline I can call? Can I call a friend?
Maybe you call our producer.
Because I'll run.
But we're about to go in 30 seconds. B2B.
B2B, business to business.
B2C.
Business to consumer.
CRM.
CRM, customer. CRM,
KPI.
that's like key performance indicator.
ROI.
Return on investment.
AI.
AI, artificial intelligence.
VR.
VR, virtual reality.
P&L.
P&L, profit and loss.
Oh, I know you will know that. BI.
BI.
And lastly, PPC.
PPC. Is it profit pay? Something.
No, but you tried.
Okay.
It's been great having you on, and for our games, at least I can give you 8/10. So
nice.
Not a bad one.
Okay. How much for that? How much am I getting for that?
Jennifer, later now. We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk off camera. But you know, we've spoken a lot about FinTribe. I also want to know how it works for someone like me. If I want to start saving, you know, how much can I put in? How little can I put in? How much can I put in? So for the layman out there that wants to join the community of women that are empowered, that are financially independent, that can be where they want to be when they want to be, how can they do this?
Okay, number one is for women only. Men, people will be fine. So what we do basically is like in 3 key pillars. There's a financial education part of it. We hold classes, both paid and free classes. We just launched our academy, OS Business Academy, and the first cohort we had over 500 people. It's a 3 weeks online program where we walk you through, because we are big on practicalizing, not just talking, right? So there's the education, financial education part. There is the community part. We are big on community. Our women, we create this avenue. They travel together, networking opportunities. It's a big one for us. And then the amazing part I really love is the savings part. We have a basic tech-enabled platform. It's so simplified that so far you can use a phone, you can use it, because that's one thing I know that kind of scare people away from some of the platforms out there, right? So when you sign up on the platform, it's just very basic. Provide 1 or 2 things, you are in. So just like every fintech platforms out there, you have a dedicated account you save to. But now beyond this, we are with you, because every single month we try to, like, at least you must save at least once a month. At least once a month. So knowing that you must do it. If not, there is something we do. So we partnered with a UBA custodian. They are the one in charge, because this is a cooperative. So UBA custodians are in charge of the funds. Every money we save goes to them. They manage it. And then we have our investment partners, Afri Invest. So they invest this fund. And at the end of the year, right now we run a 1 calendar month period. At the end of the year, every December, FinTech women are always on the soft because that's when we kind of pay out and the interest from our investment. So we have this thing. If you don't save, if you start and stop, no interest for you.
No interest.
So when you know this, so you are moved, you are ginger to keep saving, right? So that community part, that accountability part is big for us. So for every woman out there looking to level up, for join that almost 10,000 women from all over, our women are actually in more than 35 countries of the world. FinTech women are everywhere. We are in all the countries in Nigeria. I tell you, women are not smiling. We just need that platform. So just reach out to us. Our website, thefintribe.com. You can read up on us, send us a social media. We are also on Instagram, thefintribe.com. Reach out to us, and we are happy to guide and have you with us.
But before I even let you go, I know a lot of people look up to you. So many people look up to you, and I want you to just look directly into your camera and just inspire them. And also maybe you can tell us investment platforms as well that are really fantastic. Just look into them eyeball to eyeball and just be open. The freest you can ever be.
I like that. So eyeball to eyeball. One thing that would inspire some people, many of us are young, we are still working, and for some people is the goal of the future, retirement. In the years to come, when you are not able to work, when you are not able to make as much as you can now, what is it going to be for you? Still a soft life, or you go back to the village? If you don't want to go back to the village, I think that is where you have to become intentional with your finance. You don't have to struggle with money because at any level you are, there is something for you. I'm not talking of investing. There are different opportunities. Could I just briefly run us through? Yeah. Right. So let's go. Let's assume you have 1,000 naira. With 1,000, you can invest in shares. MTN share right now is like less than 200 naira per share. Right. You can do that. You can create a brokerage account. Take your time. In fact, if you're on my platform, Financial Jennifer, I talk about a lot on this. You can buy shares of companies, although there are things you need to consider, the risk aspect and all. But if you don't want that, you need a more stable investment. You can consider savings bond. FJ savings bond is like an investment platform by the government. It's an opportunity for them to help us to save. With as little as 5,000, you could do that. It comes up every month. I think the one for this month, first week of the month. So always target that. And again, there are fintech platforms. So many of them out there. You can sign up. You can save. You can invest on these platforms. Consider it. Now, if you even have more, we have the likes of commercial paper with 5 million naira. I think MTN commercial paper is actually going on. It's close today, and the interest rate is so amazing. The yield is up to 30%. Your bank can never give you 30% in savings. So why are you leaving your money idle in the bank when something like this MTN commercial paper now that is ongoing has high as 30%? Do you know what that is? That is a lot. So please, as you're living here today, go with that mindset that idle money is rubbish money. Do you get? Pull that money away from where it is idle. Find somewhere to put it. Somewhere you could serve on fintech platforms. Download a credible one. Sign up and start your financial journey. Trust me, at the end of the day, you'll be very proud of yourself because a lot of the issues people have is money related. But now, when you know that even if I don't earn that much, or I'm not where I am at the moment, but at least I have something growing somewhere, there's this confidence that's come from having your own money, your money growing for you. So please, I want you to experience that confidence.
All right. I must say, FJ, I love your energy. I feel like this is what you were born to do. You were born to let women
if the conversation is about women and money, please count me in.
Yes, definitely, because you were so passionate about it.
Thank you. Really thank you for having me, Ria.
I really appreciate having you.
Good time.
Yeah, because I had a fantastic time.
I love how you drive conversation.
Thank you so much, because I didn't only get to interview you, I have learned as well.
You are already a financial woman.
Exactly. So now I'm going to buy shares in Apple because I always buy all the iPhones that come out, and now I just look at it like I'm a mumu.
Please, do you know Apple pays dividend like 4 times in a year?
So
4 times in a year, Apple will be paying you. You are in Nigeria, but Apple from over there is paying you. Like this.
Jennifer,
do you know who I am?
Go girl.
I am a co-founder of Apple, not co-founder. I'm a co-owner of Apple.
All right, and that's what we do right here. We have life-changing conversations. That's what we just did with Jennifer right here. This is MTN Career Series. My name is Ria Abdul, and not to worry, next week we're back again with an exciting and beautiful and insightful conversation. Do have a beautiful and yellow day.